Andrew, thanks so much for joining us today.
Paul, I'm delighted to be here.
What do you mean by othering?
Othering is a term that has a simple meaning for me. It means to see and treat other people as unrelated or less than ourselves. So, unrelated, they're at a distance, they're detached, they're separated, or it can become more pernicious, less. They're not as valuable as me. They're not as made in the image of God as me. They are somehow less worthy of care and protection. So when I talk about othering, it's not meant as a political term. It's not meant as any kind of identitarian concept. It's meant as a descriptive tool for describing a tendency that we find in human beings across history and across the world of seeing other people as unrelated or less than ourselves.
Is everybody an other to someone?
Probably. And I want to be clear that otherness is not the problem. You and I are profoundly different people. We are made in the image of an infinite God. And so we're always going to have uniqueness, singularity, and difference. And that's part of our preciousness. So the problem is not otherness, the problem is othering. And I suspect that probably all of us can trigger some of those allergies, some of those hostilities inside of us.
Is this a universal problem, a uniquely American problem, or what?
I would say that it's a uniquely human problem across the earth, and it can take different expressions in different societies. So I've worked for many years in Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa. And the expression that othering often takes in Ethiopia has to do with ethnic identity or religious affiliation or political membership. So if you are part of one ethnic group, you may look down on another as being inferior or separate from you. Here in the US, I'd say that we're seeing similar tendencies to organize ourselves around our racial identity or our religious identity or certainly our political membership. I hear more and more people saying those Republicans are XYZ, those Democrats are XYZ. We generalize, we assume that people are all the same and that they are the enemy. And Paul, this is where othering becomes really significant when the other becomes the enemy or less than human. They're monsters, they're demons, they're insects, they're trash, they're scum. And we're hearing this language more and more. So I'd say othering is a universal human problem because it starts in our heart, but it can take different expressions at different times and places.